Have you ever wondered, can you be hypnotized? I've got 5 tests for you to take right now to find out if you can be hypnotized. Test number 1. Put out your hands like this. Interlock them, squeeze them tightly together. Take a deep breath in and out and squeeze them even a little bit tighter. Now extend your first 2 fingers like this so there's an inch gap between them. And imagine there's magnets on your fingertips, pulling your fingertips closer and closer and closer together. That gap getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Now the magnet's getting stronger and the gap getting smaller and smaller and smaller until eventually your fingertips touch. If your fingertips moved at all, and especially if they touched, that means you are highly susceptible to hypnosis. Test number 2. I want you all to put out your right index finger like this. Do it now. Make a big circle in the air. Stop. Hold your finger there. Put out your left index finger and draw a triangle. Good. Keep your fingers there. And when I count to 3, and only when I count to 3, draw the triangle and the circle at the exact same time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Do it faster, faster, faster. Triangle and circle at the exact same time. If you found that difficult at all, and if you couldn't draw the circle and the triangle at the exact same time, that means your conscious mind and your subconscious mind got confused, which would allow me to bypass them and hypnotize you. Test number 3. Put out your left hand like this. Put out your right hand palm down. Left hand palm up, right hand palm down. Take a deep breath in and out and close your eyes and just redirect your focus to my voice. And imagine now using your mind that on the palm of your left hand is a big, heavy telephone book. Imagine that in your mind's eye now. And attached to your right wrist is a bunch of helium balloons. And when I count to 3, and only when I count to 3, you'll find the weight of those telephone books will pull your left hand down towards the floor and your right hand will just float on up towards the ceiling. And I did mention telephone books because I want you to imagine there's a stack of telephone books on your left hand. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Feeling the weight of those heavy, heavy, heavy telephone books pulling your left hand down towards the floor. Your right hand being pulled by the helium balloons up, 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 up and away towards the ceiling. Right hand floating and drifting, drifting and floating higher and higher and higher. Don't fight it. Allow it to happen. Left hand getting heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier. Adding stacks and stacks of books to your left hand. Adding more and more helium balloons to your right wrist as your right hand floats and drifts and drifts and floats higher and higher and higher. And just stop. Maintain your positions and open your eyes and see the difference between your hands. See, do you remember consciously doing it, or was it a subconscious experience for you? Regardless if your hands separated at all, and especially if they're more than 6 inches apart, that means you're highly susceptible to hypnosis. Test number 4. Put out your left thumb like this. Point your right index finger at your left thumb, just like this. When I count to 3, and only when I count to 3, I want you to switch your fingers over and then switch them back. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, switch, switch back, switch, switch back, switch, switch back. Again, if you're finding that difficult at all, that means you're having a mind-body conflict. That's the exact moment that I can bypass your conscious mind, get inside your subconscious mind, and indeed hypnotize you. The final test. I want you to imagine that you're with me right here, right now, and I have this lemon. And I want you to imagine just for a moment that I'm biting into this lemon. And imagine now that it's you biting into this lemon. Feel that sour juice filling your mouth now. And as that sour juice fills your mouth, you find that your mouth begins to salivate. Right here, right now. That salivation in your mouth getting more and more and more. That saliva building up in your mouth. That sour, sour. That's sour. Sour. Oh, sour lemon. It really is sour. Imagine that's you. And imagine that saliva building up in your mouth. And if you can feel yourself in unison with me, if you can feel that empathy with me right now, you are hypnotizable. If any one of those 5 tests worked on you, you're highly susceptible to hypnosis. Be careful if you ever meet me, because I will put you into an alternate universe. If you like this, hit the like button hit the share button, and always remember, you are susceptible.